future medicine from our colleague with this interesting, so many things. Now we will go to something more practical, something that will help us to increase the level of skill of the surgeon dealing with laparoscopy, because laparoscopy now we know is an essential part of general surgery. Any general surgeon and urologist and gynecologist should, in a certain moment of developing their profession, to meet and to perform laparoscopy. The experience that I present here was in the framework of the cooperation through Palestinian Ministry of Health and Italian cooperation. The cooperation lasted for nearly 7 years, and these are the last results. So it's somehow a story of the laparoscopic training center that we established in Jericho Hospital, and I took the name of the real protagonist of this, Alaika and Dan and Salam, that are the real the Palestinians, especially who were trained, and now they are dealing, they are doing the courses. All they say is Mario training center. No, if they train, you send me because they are working on that. But this is the real big pleasure for me. For shortly, what we understood is this, that a cultural change was needed when we started laparoscopy, because the senior surgeon, the experienced surgeon, performing operation by laparoscopy suddenly found that their surgical skill did not transfer to their field. They had done 1 million gallbladder, then they started laparoscopy, you know, everybody was it. They are not able. The skill was not transferring. So this made a big question mark. In the beginning with my friend Lotto, when we started in the early 90s, we said laparoscopy had no teacher, because the usual teacher that was the senior surgeon had no experience or no skill to do that. So the traditional apprenticeship, learn one that we are used to learn, and as we learn surgery from our teaching operator, was something that couldn't work anymore. So we set our project to introduce, to develop this laparoscopy in West Bank, was to train laparoscopy out of the operating. This is an important concept. It seems easy. Before what you want to learn, go to operating room, look, participate. But suddenly, with laparoscopy and with other technology, it was possible to learn out of operating room. Out of operating room means that this was useful to improve the performance of operating room. This is an important point. The training out of operating room doesn't substitute the training in the operating room, but prepare better to the operating room. And because the time is too valuable to permit acquisition of fundamental laparoscopic skill in operating room. Also for ethical problem. Why we are not able to train to do speeches on the box, and we want to do in our brother in the operating room? Can be easier to out of operating room. With the simulation training, to simulate the skill that we will apply in the operating room, we discovered that was useful to learn fundamental skill, to perform construct, to perform new procedure, and the international institute showed that these courses could be included in the curriculum of each one, could be a certification process, could be included in the residency curriculum. But again, I repeat, does not substitute the tutorial training in the oral. This is something that it seems superficial or rhetorical, but it's important because it's related to the changement of the cultural change. Like what we did for open surgery to laparoscopy, we have to change the culture, otherwise the technique is not the essential point. This, I think you know that if we go to internet and we press and we ask laparoscopy simulation training, in the last 10 years we have done 1,042 articles related to this. So the subject is under the observation, is under the interest of all the surgeons. It's something that now we have not to discover, it's already discovered. American College said, was needed to certify surgeons. Mr. McGill University Canada reflected fundamental to perform laparoscopy. Also in Italian, our school of specialization, our residency school, put it in the courses the need to include also virtual reality simulator as an important tool for the training. European society, again, laparoscopic surgical skill should be included. And the fundamental laparoscopic skill, American College of Surgeons said that it's not procedural specific, of course, it's something that we can learn if we are surgeons, we are gynecologists, we are urologists, but should be included in residency program, fellow, and also practicing surgeons. Surgeons already doing laparoscopy can benefit of this kind of thing. So what we did in Jericho, and going to conclusion, we decided in '92 to include in the training program with the delivery team and all the other needed things, we included the laparoscopy surgery, the program of laparoscopy, and we started to do courses for 6 persons for 3 days, and repeating the courses, including first of all the residents, then all the practicing surgeons that wanted to have an experience to tell themselves. This is the center of Jericho. You see that there are the end box. There are 2 old tower laparoscopy that we no more use in the operating room to show and to train, and there are virtual reality simulator. These are the team working, and I'm very pleased because there was a cooperation to start the center between the resident, Italian resident, this is one, this is another one, this is another one from Modena, and they cooperated with the Palestinian resident to train. So this introduces another aspect, peer tutoring the most more effective. They have to learn one another. This is the last box that's been voted, that one endorsed by American College of Surgeons. In the more than 50 centers in the United States, they are using this box. Then we added to these are the number of courses. There were so many courses that we dedicated first of all for tutors to train the Palestinian people, to have the sustainability in the future that this training will be done by the Palestinians themselves. The course was for resident first and second year, for 4 and 5 years. We had courses for engineering to deal with all the IT activity. So then we added to the simulator training, on the job training, live surgery from Italy that we did yesterday from the same center, and on the job training not only in operating room but also transmitted to the hall so that people was able to follow and to comment what was going on. So they started to go near to operating room. All what happened before was out of operating room. Our experience, we had the opportunity to show in other countries, many you see, in 2012, we presented in Amman, Jordan, in the National Congress there, was appreciated this experience of the Center on Laparoscopic. Then we presented in our Congress, the first laparoscopic Congress in Jericho, with a huge participation, huge interest. And we presented, they were proud of that, in the European Association and the Third World Congress in 2014 in Paris. We presented the experience of the first 200 cases trained by, performed by people training during this program. Lastly, in 2017, I have finished, in 2016, this was the